I am so happy with what we have for language arts, and I do not plan on adding any more of anything unless she really starts to ask for. Hi, welcome to the Moms Club. My name is Andrea, and this is our second year homeschooling my 7-year-old who is in second grade. And today we're going to talk about language arts, my favorite subject. I studied language arts in Portuguese because I'm Brazilian, and I am loving studying language arts with my daughter. In English, I am going to start talking about one of the most essential things during this period of elementary school, which is reading. We are working with All About Reading, and we are on level 3. She started level 2 in the beginning of the year, and she powered through that book. She did The Good and the Beautiful level 1 for first grade, which she finished in 5 months. And then she started All About Reading level 2, and she finished that in 3 to 4 months. And she needed a break. She needed a break. She took the summer off, and we started working on this. What I love about All About Reading is how fun the classes are for her. She loves it. And I'm going to show you the binder with the workbook. This is the workbook, and this is the thing about All About Reading, is that you have to prepare the workbook. It comes in a book that you can detach the pages, and you have to maybe do some cut up, and just place the lessons in a plastic binder like this. And once it's done, it's done. It takes a few hours, sure it does. But for me, I'm super hands-on, and I love creative things. So for me, just putting this together, I'll just put on headphones and listen to a book or binge watch YouTube videos, something. I will do something while I prepare this, and once it's prepared, it's done for the year. This is not a material to finish in a few months like my daughter did. The reason why she finished All About Reading level 2 in a few months, it's because she had already done the whole language arts from The Good and the Beautiful, and it was easy for her. She already knew most of those things, but the reason why I went back to All About Reading level 2, which is the equivalent book for first grade, it's because I noticed that she had some gaps in phonics, so I didn't want her to miss out on anything and then get to level 3 and have all these gaps. So we just did the whole thing really quickly. The curriculum comes with the teacher's manual, the workbook, and a reader. So it's these 3 things here. That's a lot to hold. But yeah. And she loves the reader. She loves the little stories. I think they're fun. They're fun for her, and they're definitely getting longer. But she has been reading much bigger books than these, but exciting. She loves it. She can see her development from book to book, how they went from little stories with The Good and the Beautiful to the stories from All About Reading level 2, and now the longer stories from All About Reading level 3. Now we're moving on to All About Spelling, because for spelling we're using All About Spelling, because I really do think this is one of the best reading and spelling curricula there is out there. And I'm impressed with how much the information is just sticking with my daughter, and how great she's doing with spelling. Now, we have been moving very slowly. Look, this is All About Spelling. We're just a little bit past half. We have maybe 2 months to go. We do 1 lesson per week with these, and towards the end of the school year, when she was finishing All About Reading, she really wanted to power through All About Reading, and a lot of the time she just asked me, can I just do another All About Reading lesson? And if I had to cut something from the day, it would be spelling. So we moved really slow, although we started in February. So I feel like we're on the right track. The plan is to start this, finish this, and start All About Spelling level 2, which would be officially the book for second grade. So we're a little bit behind on all about spelling, but I don't think there's such a thing as behind. And behind, I meant to say behind. Not really, she's not behind. And she's doing great, and we're doing great, and we're moving at a pace that is working for us. Now, grammar. My favorite curriculum, Michael Clay Thompson. This is gold for me. I love this man. He's brilliant. I get goosebumps listening to the stories because this is a book of stories. And I can do a flip through of all these books. If you're interested, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to just show you how we do them. Emma's been doing the Poodle series, which is the kind of the fundamentals of Michael Clay Thompson. So this would be what you do before you start Michael Clay Thompson in third grade. Now, keep in mind, this curriculum was designed for gifted children, but I do believe that your children will learn what you teach them. If you want to baby talk and use little small words, simple words, they will learn that. If you want to use big words and read rich literature books, living books, classical books, they will learn that. If you want to have philosophical conversations with them, they will learn that. If you want to read twaddle books, which this is a new term I just learned from Charlotte Mason. I've been reading and watching a lot of videos about Charlotte Mason, and I like a lot of it. We don't fall into any one category of homeschool. We are not this, we're not that, we are a bunch of this. All those good things about the everything, I take a little bit for us and I introduce them in our homeschool. So we're definitely more literature-based, classical, and open-minded. But yes, this is what we're doing for grammar. I am impressed with the fact that my daughter can tell me the parts of speech of a sentence. She can now tell me the parts of sentence, parts of speech, parts of sentence. She already learned what's a subject, what's an action verb predicate, what's a linking verb predicate, what's a subject complement, what's a direct object, and that is mind-blowing. Now, has she mastered all of it? Not 100%, but she is doing amazing, and she can teach it back to me, which is even more impressive, which tells me that she really is understanding. We are going to start on Monday. Today's a Friday. On Monday, we're going to start the book 3, which she's been waiting for so long. And I think it's because of the pretty colors and also because she loves poetry. And this is the Poodle Knows Poetry. So we're going to start learning poetry. And I'm so excited to dive into this. I definitely love this way more than she does, but she likes it too. For writing, we're really not doing anything specific for writing. I don't want to overwhelm my learner. I really wanted her to focus on handwriting and having a really good handwriting, because once we moved to cursive in the beginning of the year, I noticed that her print suffered a little bit. So not quite getting cursive and suffering on print. So I decided to go back to the good and the beautiful handwriting, just because she really liked the number 1 and she really looked forward to doing this every day. And so I just decided to get it. And I think it's going to be good for her to get her handwriting really good. So we're gonna do this. She does a lot of writing with spelling, with extensive lists of words to be spelled, and she usually does it on the whiteboard. I don't even ask that she does it on a piece of paper or on a notebook, because I don't want to overwhelm her. I want someday for her, and she does, she writes plenty. She gets her little journal, she has a little end of year project that she's writing a book, and it's like just a little 1 page a week that she writes, a chapter a week. And I don't want to overwhelm her. I know that someday she's going to know how to spell, and she is a great storyteller. She loves stories. She reads so much, and I read so much to her that someday she's just going to bloom and write. And I just trust in that. Eventually Michael Clay Thompson introduces writing. Right now he thinks that kids should be just reading, and I agree with him. So we're focusing on all about reading to get that reading really great and her be able to read anything that comes her way. And all about reading only goes until level 4. So she's probably going to be finishing that in 3rd grade. We're going to work through all about reading level 3 through 2nd grade and then move on to all about 4. I want to make sure that she understands everything that she's learning, and we only advance once she's learned. And if we have time, I want to make sure that we're using that time to read more. Read more, go deeper into the subjects that we're studying. Right now, for example, in history, we're studying early times, right? Ancient times. And so we've been researching and reading lots of books on Egypt and pharaohs and mummies and that kind of stuff. So I want to just go deeper into things rather than just rush our way through homeschool. I want her to just love learning and love reading and love exploring and love going deeper into things. So that's kind of our style right now. We'll see where everything is gonna go. Like I said, we just started our 2nd year of homeschooling, and I am so happy with what we have for language arts, and I do not plan on adding any more of anything unless she really starts to ask for copy work. I will not be doing it. We do plenty of narration every time we read a book. I ask her to narrate it back to me. I ask her to tell me what a book that she read is about. When I think she's not paying attention to something, I pause and I ask her what we're just talking about. And I am impressed with her reading comprehension or her listening comprehension. She's really listening and she's really understanding what she's reading, and she's really understanding what I'm reading to her. And I think that's more important to me than anything else, because one of the weaknesses in society right now is people's inability to listen and to comprehend what they're listening. Comprehension is lacking, so we're focusing on that. Writing will come. She's not ready to write. I am not going to push writing right now. She's going to read and she's going to write as she wants. I hope this video was informative, entertaining, or helpful in any way. And if it was, please make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot more where this came from. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.